Hi, I'm Max McBride, and I have a lot of knowledge in the field of World War I weaponry and riflery. During this time of battle, the British used a weapon known as the .303 Lee Enfield rifle. This was a service rifle for the British Army. This was a very accurate gun because it had rifling all down the barrel, so it was advanced for its time, considering it was only the early 1900s. This was very advanced compared to the American Springfield musket. The musket was a muzzle-loaded gun which did not have rifling, so it wasn't very accurate because there was nothing to guide the bullet. Also during this time, the Germans used a 5-bullet magazine Gewehr 98 rifle. This was a very popular gun during this time in Germany. This was a bolt-action rifle designed in 1898. Like the Enfield, it was very accurate compared to the guns of these period. Much of the time during World War I, bayonets were attached to the ends of guns to make close combat.
As everyone knows, I'm the pyrotechnic of the group, and nothing gets me more excited than grenades of World War I. Although grenades are a fairly new concept, that did not stop the countries from making thousands of them, and many different types at that. The 3 most common types of grenades used during this period was the stick grenade, the ball, and the egg. The stick grenades often had the shortest fuse and out of the 3 types of grenades. The reason for this is that they were the easiest to throw, and it could be thrown the furthest. Most of the time, the stick and ball grenade gave off the biggest explosion, considering that they had the biggest casings to fill with the most gunpowder. The ball grenade was also a very useful weapon because it could be thrown at far distances and still be extremely deadly, all while being able to stay concealed and weighing little. Unlike the guns of this type, the only downside of the grenades was the way that it can actually harm the other side was by able to throw as far as they were away. There's also the other grenade, the egg grenade, wasn't used much, but it was very small, but it and light and and easy to carry around, but it was it had a deadly punch to it.
Snakes!
Action.
The tank was developed by the British in World War I as a solution to the stalemate of the French trench warfare that was brought to the Western Front. The first prototype of the Mark I tank was developed by the British in September 8th of 1915. Although initially termed land ships by the Admiralty to preserve secrecy, the initial vehicles were referred to as water carriers, which was then shortened to tanks. While the British took the lead in tank development, the French were not far behind and fielded their first tanks in 1917. The Germans, on the other hand, were slower with tank development, concentrating on anti-tank weapons rather than tanks. Initial tanks were mixed, with problems in reliability causing considerable attrition rates when getting the tanks into combat and on the move. That's all I gotta say, you know?
Yo, get down. Oh, yo, this kid's crazy.
Yo, this kid's freaking crazy.
Nades! Nades!
See this wood on the ground? That could have been your leg!
Sergeant Joe!
Why?
Shoot! No! Medic! We need help! He's injured!
This is my cousin Sean. Sean's cool. Girlfriend. Wife.
Bite down on you.
Wait, Sean.
Joe! No, alright, get back. No, and be more racist.
See this wood on the ground? That gonna bend your leg!
Keep going after finish.
The M1795 was a muzzle loading gun.
Ow! God! Stay in frame.
Yeah, that guy's getting a blowjob while we
Go. Oh, fuck!